The performance of computers can be quite challenging. The scale and intricacy of modern software systems, together with the wide range of performance improvement techniques employed by hardware designers, have made performance assessment much more difficult. When trying to choose among different computers, performance is an important attribute. Accurately measuring and comparing different computers is critical to purchase and therefore to designers. As an individual computer user, you are interested in reducing response time, that is, the time between the start and completion of a task, also referred as an execution time. And the second parameter is throughput or bandwidth, that is the total amount of work done in a given time. Hence, in most cases, we will need different performance metrics as well as different set of applications to benchmark personal mobile devices which are more focused on response time and various servers which are more focused on throughput. For example, for a computer system, do the following changes to a computer system increase throughput, decrease response time, or both? First change is replacing the processor in a computer with a faster version. Second change, adding additional processor to a system that uses multiple processors for separate tasks, for example, searching the web. For the first change, decreasing response time almost always improves throughput. Hence, in case 1, both response time and throughput are improved. On the other hand, in case 2, no one task gets work done faster, so only throughput increases. If, however, the demand for processing in the second case was almost as large as the throughput, the system might force requests to queue up. In this case, increasing the throughput could also improve response time, since it would reduce the waiting time on the queue. Thus, in many real computer systems, changing either execution time or throughput often affect the others. So, in discussing the performance of computers, we will be primarily concerned with response time, and to maximize performance, we want to minimize response time or execution time for some tasks. Thus, we can relate performance and execution time for a computer system, that is, performance is equal to 1 over execution time. Both are inversely reciprocal to each other. For a computer X, we write this equation as performance X is equal to 1 over execution time X. This means that for two computer systems X and Y, if the performance of X is greater than the performance of Y, then we write it as performance X greater than performance Y, and it becomes 1 over execution time of X is greater than 1 over execution time of Y. So execution time Y is greater than execution time of X. That is, the execution time on Y is longer than that on X if X is faster than Y. In discussing a computer system, we often want to relate the performance of two different computers. Quantitatively, we will use the phrase X is n times faster than Y, or equivalently, X is n times as fast as Y. That means performance of X divided by performance of Y is equal to execution time of Y divided by execution time of X is equal to n. If X is n times as fast as Y, then we use this equation. For example, if computer A runs a program in 10 seconds and computer B runs the same program in 15 seconds, then how much faster is A than B? For this example, we use the above performance equation. So we write performance A divided by performance B is equal to execution time of B divided by execution time of A is equal to n. Now I put the values in this equation. We get 15 divided by 10 is equal to 1.5. So A is therefore 1.5 times as fast as B. In this example, we could also say that computer B is 1.5 times slower than computer A. Measuring performance. Time is the measure of computer performance. That means the computer that performs the same amount of work is the least time is the fastest. Program execution time is measured in seconds per program. However, time can be defined in different ways depending on what we count. The most straightforward definition of time is called wall clock time, response time, or elapsed time. These terms mean the total time to complete a task, including disk access, memory access, input, output, activities, operating system overhead, everything. Computers are often shared, however, and processor may work on several programs simultaneously. In such cases, the system may try to optimize throughput rather than the attempt to minimize the elapsed time for one program. Hence, we often want to distinguish between the elapsed time and the time over which the processor is working on our behalf. So as CPU execution time are simply CPU time, which recognize this distinguish is the time the CPU spends computing for this task and does not include time spent waiting for I/O or running other programs. Remember that the response time experienced by the user will be the elapsed time of the program, not the CPU time. A CPU time can be further divided into the CPU time spent in the program called user CPU time and the CPU time spent in the operating system performance task on behalf of program called system CPU time. Differentiating between system and user CPU time is difficult to do accurately because it is often hard to assign responsibility for operating system activities to one user program rather than other, and because of the functionality differences between operating systems. For consistency, we maintain a distinction between performance based on elapsed time and that based on CPU execution time. We will use the term system performance to refer to elapsed time on an unloaded system and CPU performance to refer to user CPU time. We will focus on CPU performance in this chapter.